Plate mechanics are an integral part of umpiring.
Ball!
Since the plate umpire controls the tempo of the game, it's important to have a good knowledge of the rules, mechanics, and positioning.
Straight!
Let's review the major components of plate mechanics. Proper position and stance is essential when working the plate and will determine your strike zone. Being in the wrong place will increase your chances of improperly calling balls or strikes and fair or foul. First, let's look at the stance. Your feet should be slightly wider than shoulder width apart and should be heel to toe. This stance should allow you to be comfortable. The more comfortable you are, the longer it takes for fatigue to set in. Your position should be in the slot. The slot is the area on both sides of the plate between the batter and the plate. This position gives the umpire a better view of the strike zone, less opportunity of contact with the catcher, and easier access from the plate area. Calling the strike zone is the single most important task for the home plate umpire. The strike zone is from the batter's front shoulder to the back knee at the plate in a normal batter stance. Calling balls and strikes can determine several factors which may impact the game.
Strike three! Batter's out!
First, the speed of the game. Second, players' and coaches' attitude. And third, the overall perception of you as an umpire. A pitch can only be a ball or a strike. When you're working the plate, use of proper mechanics, position, stance, and knowledge of the strike zone will make your job of calling balls and strikes much easier.
3-2.
To determine balls and strikes, you first need to know the pitch rules.
Illegal.
What the pitcher can and cannot do when in position to pitch. What constitutes a legal or illegal pitch? At this point, it's assumed you understand the pitching rules.
Illegal.
To determine what is a ball or strike, let's start after the pitch has been released. After the pitcher releases the ball, wait until the ball has reached its apex. At that time, you should determine if the pitch is legal or illegal.
Illegal.
If you determine the pitch is illegal,
Illegal.
use the delay ball signal and verbally call illegal pitch. This informs the catcher and batter that the pitch is a ball unless the batter swings. Do not drop to the set position when you call an illegal pitch. You should call all illegal pitches from the upright position. After calling a pitch illegal, stay alert because the ball is not dead and the play is not over. If you determine the pitch is legal, drop to the set position at the top of the strike zone. Follow the ball through the strike zone and determine if the pitch is a strike or ball. Remember, if any part of the ball crosses any part of the plate through any part of the strike zone, then that pitch is a strike.
Straight.
Do not determine strikes and balls by where the ball lands. It doesn't matter where the ball lands as long as the ball passes through the strike zone. The exception is, if the ball hits any part of home plate, including the black, it's a ball. After you determine the pitch is a ball, verbally call ball from the set position. There is no mechanic or signal for a ball other than verbal. Do not signal if the ball is inside, outside, too high, or too low. It is a ball because it is not a strike. If you determine the pitch is a strike, verbally call strike from the set position and signal using the strike mechanic from the upright position. When leaving home plate to follow the batter or runner or going to your holding zone, always leave from the left side of the plate. By leaving from the left side, you allow the catcher and batter to vacate the plate area first. This ensures that you don't come into contact with either player while you are trailing to first or going to your holding zone. When trailing the batter or runner to first base, it's important to know the situation and understand your responsibilities. When trailing the batter or runner, you will exit the plate from your left, right batter's box, trail the batter or runner, and stop 1/3 to 1/2 of the way between the plate and first base, about 2 to 4 feet inside the foul line. You are looking for the swipe tag and the pulled foot at first base. If the swipe tag or pulled foot occur, you should not say anything or indicate anything until asked by your partner.
Did he lift his foot? Yes. Safe.
The call at first base is not your call.
Did he lift his foot?
You are
Yes.
there to assist your
Safe.
partner. If your partner asks for help, follow the procedures as discussed in the pregame umpire-to-umpire conference. Remember that you should never leave home plate if there is a situation where a run can score. In this situation, you will vacate after the run scores. Holding zones are areas around the infield where the plate umpire stands in anticipation of making a call. It's important to hustle at all times and be in position to make all your calls. Nothing gets an umpire in trouble faster than not hustling and not being in proper position. There are 3 basic holding zones: the first base line, the third base line, and home plate. When trailing the batter or runner, your holding zone is 1/3 to 1/2 of the way between home and first. From this position, you can move to cover third base or home if needed. The third base holding zone is halfway between third and the plate and foul territory. Use this position if you have a potential play at third base. Stay in foul territory until the ball is thrown to third, then move into proper position, getting your angle for the call. If there is no throw, remain in foul territory as far back as possible. The home plate holding zone is an area behind the plate in foul territory. Use this position if you have a potential play at home.
He's out.
Stay as far back as possible and get the proper angle to where the potential tag may occur. In a rundown situation, the umpires must communicate to make sure no double calls are made, all other runners are covered, and are aware of possible interference or obstruction.
I got first. I got first.
In all rundown situations, the umpire should box the play working inside and outside. Normally, the base umpire will work outside the diamond, and the plate umpire will work inside of the diamond.
He's out.
The umpire coming to help should announce their presence and their responsibilities.
I got first. I got first.
If the play is coming towards you, you make the call. If the play is going away from you, it's your partner's call.
She's out.